Chosen one, listen to me very carefully and do not skip this message. God just interrupted your algorithm because the spiritual warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially over. You are not crazy for feeling this heavy. Someone has been secretly plotting against your frequency, and heaven is about to step in. You have been feeling an overwhelming sense of exhaustion lately. Your energy feels entirely drained the moment you wake up. You think it is just stress or lack of sleep. But your spirit is actually trying to send you a massive warning about a person in your immediate circle who is desperately trying to steal your light. They are absolutely terrified of your potential. This is not a coincidence. Your intuition has been screaming at you for weeks. You walk into a room and suddenly feel completely suffocated. You look at a specific person and your stomach instantly drops. That is not paranoia making you overthink everything you do. That is your high-frequency soul detecting a dark presence that is hiding behind a very friendly and familiar smile. They smile at you while secretly praying for your downfall. They pretend to support you while setting up invisible traps. You gave them your pure empathy, and they took it as a direct invitation to drain your life force while you were completely unaware. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot they did not account for. This blind spot is about to cost them absolutely everything. I am going to reveal exactly who this person is in just a moment. I will also tell you exactly how divine karma is already dismantling their life. But you need to understand something crucial right now. You are a powerful chosen one. You carry a sacred frequency that threatens every single low vibration entity that dares to step into the room. Your pure light exposes their hidden darkness. They did not target you because you were weak. They targeted you because they saw a crown on your head that they could never wear. They knew they could never reach your level of spiritual authority. So they tried to drag you down to their level of misery by using manipulation and silence to make you doubt your own sanity. Their goal was your total destruction. But heaven has recorded every single silent tear you cried. The universe saw every time you chose kindness while they chose cruelty. You thought you were fighting this dark battle completely alone. You thought nobody could see the invisible weight crushing your chest. But your spiritual team has been standing right beside you this entire time, and they are preparing a massive counterattack. The vindication you have been praying for is finally here. God has already set a trap for the very person who tried to break you. The people who walked out on you during your lowest point are about to witness your greatest elevation. The karma hitting them now is not just normal payback. It is divine correction designed to protect your sacred energy. You must pay very close attention to the physical signs around you. The universe is clearing the toxic energy from your path right now. A massive portal of abundance is trying to open for you this exact week. But this toxic person is acting like a spiritual block to keep you trapped in a cycle of painful self-doubt. They want you to stay small. The cycle ends with you today. You are the cycle breaker of your bloodline. You were chosen to defeat the generational curses your ancestors could not fight. Do you think this random exhaustion is just a normal physical symptom? No. Your soul is sending out an SOS signal for a much deeper reason that changes everything you thought you knew. Let us talk about the extreme exhaustion you have been carrying lately. You wake up feeling like you have run a marathon in your sleep. Your body aches. Your mind feels completely clouded. And no matter how much you rest, the deep heaviness in your bones simply refuses to go away. You are not physically sick. You try to drink more water. You desperately try to fix your broken sleep schedule. You tell yourself that you are just working way too hard. But deep down, you know this fatigue feels incredibly different. It feels like an invisible weight is constantly pushing down on your shoulders. You push through. You smile for them. But inside, you are barely holding on to your sanity. You might even be experiencing unexplained physical aches. Your neck and shoulders feel incredibly tense. You feel a strange heaviness in your stomach every time your phone rings. These are not random bodily functions. Your nervous system is reacting to a hidden spiritual threat. Your physical vessel is taking the hit because a silent spiritual warfare is happening right around you. Perhaps you have been waking up suddenly between 3 and 4 in the morning. Your eyes snap open in the dark. Your heart is racing for absolutely no logical reason. The house is completely quiet, but your spirit feels like it is on high alert. This is the spiritual hour. Your soul is actively fighting battles in the unseen realm, while your physical body tries to rest. You feel so isolated right now. You look around at other people living their normal lives and wonder why everything has to be so difficult for you. Why does every interaction leave you feeling so deeply drained? You are a genuine empath. You do not just feel the surface emotions of others. You literally absorb and carry their secret pain as if it belongs to you. People tell you to just let it go. They tell you to stop being so deeply affected by everything. But they do not understand the sheer magnitude of what you process daily. Being a chosen one means you feel the invisible currents of the universe. You sense the unspoken intentions of every person who walks into your life. That level of awareness takes a massive toll on your energy. I need you to hear this loud and clear. It is okay to be completely exhausted. You are carrying the trauma of a bloodline that never learned how to heal itself. You gave your purest love to people who only handed you their deepest insecurities. You are not crazy. You are simply a high-frequency soul living in a low-frequency environment. This is not a psychological breakdown. This is a deliberate spiritual extraction. The sudden brain fog and the random tightness in your chest are clear warning signs. Someone nearby is actively siphoning your golden energy to fuel their own empty existence. They cannot generate their own light, so they have to plug into your bright aura like a parasite. Think about how this extreme fatigue started recently. Maybe it was just this past week. Everything felt fine, and then, suddenly, a massive wave of anxiety crashed over you. You started doubting your own worth. You started feeling guilty for things that are not even your fault. This sudden emotional shift is not a random mood swing. It is a calculated spiritual attack. You have always been the strong one. You are the person everyone else runs to when their world is falling apart. But when you are the one secretly drowning, the room goes completely silent. Nobody checks on you. They just expect you to keep pouring from an empty cup. This isolation is incredibly painful, but heaven is actually using this silence to show you the truth. They want you to believe that you are the problem. They subtly twist your words to make you feel like you are overreacting. They call you too sensitive, but your sensitivity is actually a highly advanced spiritual radar. Your body is physically rejecting the toxic frequency they are bringing into your sacred space. Your spirit simply refuses to align with their hidden lies. The extreme exhaustion you are feeling is not a medical issue. It is a spiritual warfare tactic. And there is a very specific reason this heavy extraction is happening to you this exact week. The universe is trying to empty out all the stagnant energy because something massive is trying to enter your life. But this dark entity is fighting desperately to block it. They want you too tired to claim your divine blessing. They want you too depressed to notice the incredible upgrade heaven is preparing for you. But this person does not operate out in the open light. They hide in the shadows of your daily life. Let me point out a glaring physical sign right inside your home or friend group that they can never hide from you. Look closely at your daily life right now. They do not wear a scary monster mask. They wear a very friendly and familiar face. But your physical body reacts completely differently whenever this specific person enters the room because your spirit instantly recognizes their hidden dark intentions. Your stomach ties itself in knots. Notice exactly how they talk to you during normal conversations. Every time you share a massive victory, they suddenly change the subject. They give you backhanded compliments that feel like tiny invisible daggers. They try to plant small seeds of doubt in your mind, and they disguise their bitter jealousy as genuine concern for your overall well-being. You feel entirely drained after speaking with them for just 5 minutes. Even a short phone call leaves you needing a deep nap. They dump all their heavy emotional baggage directly onto your shoulders. But the exact moment you need a listening ear, they are nowhere to be found. Your pure empathy is just a convenient dumping ground for them. They conveniently forget the deeply hurtful things they said to you yesterday. They look you directly in the eyes and tell you that you are making things up. This is a classic manipulation tactic designed to shatter your beautiful reality. They desperately want you to trust their lies far more than your own divine intuition. You start questioning yourself. Observe what happens when you finally try to set a simple boundary with them. They do not respect your limits like a normal, healthy person would. They immediately twist the narrative to make themselves look like the ultimate victim. They throw a massive tantrum or give you the silent treatment for days because they cannot handle losing control. They punish you for protecting your peace. Pay very close attention to your pets or small children around this person. Animals possess a pure frequency that immediately detects hidden demonic energy in the room. Your dog might growl at them for absolutely no reason. Your child might cry when they walk in. Children and animals never ignore a dark aura masquerading as a friend. Watch how they slowly try to isolate you from the people who truly love you. They whisper subtle lies about your closest friends to create unnecessary drama. They want to be the only loud voice inside your head. A chosen one, isolated from their spiritual tribe, is much easier to control and completely break down over time. Have you noticed them suddenly copying your unique mannerisms lately? They start wearing clothes that look exactly like yours. They suddenly adopt your unique spiritual beliefs and present them to the world as their own ideas. They lack a genuine soul signature, so they try to literally wear your bright identity like a stolen mask in public. They constantly try to minimize your massive spiritual achievements. If you tell them about a beautiful synchronicity, they dismiss it as a stupid coincidence. They simply cannot stand to see you shining brightly, and they will always try to dim your light, because your brilliant success shines a huge spotlight on their own miserable failures. This person is not just annoying or slightly toxic. They are a literal agent of spiritual warfare sent to delay your divine destiny. They are highly intimidated by the massive light you carry inside your soul. They cannot stop God from blessing your life. So they try to make you surrender your own power voluntarily through constant emotional abuse. Do not ever blame yourself for letting them into your sacred space. You simply viewed them through the lens of your own pure heart. You honestly thought they wanted to heal and grow. But energy vampires do not want to be healed at all. They just want to drag you into their miserable abyss so they do not have to suffer alone. Your spirit guides are screaming at you to cut this toxic cord right now. The universe is actively pushing them out of your reality. That is why the tension between you two feels so incredibly thick and suffocating lately. Heaven is forcing a massive divine separation in order to protect your sacred energy field from further damage. The fake mask is finally slipping off their face for good. You are starting to see their true demonic form hidden underneath. But to truly defeat this dark entity, you must understand exactly why they chose you in the first place. When you know who this person truly is, you will finally understand why your pure kindness became a massive target. Let us talk about the unseen laws of spiritual physics today. You often wonder why you attract so much unnecessary drama and pain in your daily life. You think you are cursed or doing something completely wrong, but you are not suffering from bad luck at all because you are actually dealing with the basic spiritual law of light and darkness. The brighter your beautiful aura shines, the more shadows you automatically attract. Your pure light is not just a cute metaphor. It is a tangible, high-frequency energy field that unseen entities can easily detect. Imagine walking into a pitch-black forest carrying a massive, blazing torch, while every creature hiding in the dark immediately looks directly at you. They are drawn to your warmth because their own internal world is completely freezing and empty. This is exactly how energy vampires and narcissists operate in the spiritual realm. They do not possess their own internal source of divine light. They are completely severed from the higher frequency of love and abundance, so they have to roam the earth looking for a powerful battery to plug into. You are that ultimate battery. You are a genuine empath with endless reserves. They target you because you have everything they desperately lack. They see your natural joy and your deep connection to the universe. They know they can never reach your level of spiritual authority through their own efforts, and they use pure manipulation to steal your joy while making you lower your own frequency. They want you to match their miserable vibration. When you lower your frequency to argue with them, you open a spiritual door. They literally feast on your frustration and your righteous anger. Have you noticed how they suddenly seem so calm and energized right after you have a total emotional breakdown? They just successfully siphoned your golden life force, transferring their heavy anxiety directly onto your tired shoulders. You must understand that they are absolutely terrified of your true potential. If you ever realized the sheer magnitude of your spiritual power, their toxic games would stop working instantly. That is why they constantly belittle your achievements and try to keep you confused while draining your life force. A confused chosen one is much easier to control than an awakened warrior. They fear your clarity. Your deep empathy is not a fatal flaw. They tried to convince you that being highly sensitive makes you incredibly weak and foolish, but your empathy is actually a massive spiritual weapon that threatens their entire fake reality. You can sense the ugly truth they try so hard to hide. Your divine presence forces them to look at their own internal demons. This is why their attacks against you feel so incredibly personal and vicious. They are not just fighting your physical body or your words. They are actively fighting the divine light of God that resides permanently inside your precious soul. You are a massive threat to every low-level entity operating in your environment because you are a cycle breaker sent to disrupt their toxic strongholds. You thought this was just a series of unfortunate events or toxic relationships. You blamed yourself for not walking away sooner. But heaven allowed you to experience this intense spiritual warfare to activate your highest calling, teaching you how to defend your sacred energy field. You had to learn how to finally close the spiritual doors you left wide open for so long. Every single time they attacked you, they thought they were getting away with the perfect crime. They laughed while you cried alone in the dark. They thought nobody was watching them manipulate and abuse you behind closed doors. But they are completely blind to the higher laws of the unseen universe. They made a fatal error when they decided to mess with a chosen one. They forgot who you truly belong to. You are God's protected property. You carry the divine mark of a high-frequency soul. When they tried to destroy you, they accidentally waged war against the entire universe and triggered a massive spiritual alarm. Now the divine forces are actively moving to correct this massive imbalance to protect your peace. There is a highly classified rule of spiritual physics that they just violated. This rule is absolute and cannot ever be reversed once it is broken in the unseen realm. By attacking a fully protected chosen one, they unknowingly sign their own spiritual death warrant while triggering a divine protocol that instantly strips away all of their earthly protection. I am going to explain exactly what this hidden spiritual law is very soon. You will see how this specific violation is causing their entire fake reality to crumble right now. Heaven is actively removing the protective shield they used to hide behind, leaving them completely exposed to the heavy karma they generated. Their season of reaping is finally upon them. You are not a helpless victim in this grand spiritual design. You are the ultimate victor who was simply put through a rigorous training program. The enemy thought they were burying you deep in the dirt, but they did not realize you are a sacred seed planted by the divine. Your massive growth is about to completely shatter the hard ground they trapped you under. You are about to witness the most incredible display of divine justice in your entire life. The universe does not let anyone destroy a lightworker without severe consequences. I will reveal exactly how the universe is turning the tide of this war in a blink of an eye, but first, you must see right through this toxic illusion. Look deeply at the illusion this toxic person has carefully constructed around you. They present a flawless image to the outside world. Everyone else thinks they are absolutely wonderful and incredibly kind. But behind closed doors, their true demonic nature is revealed only to you. You are the only one who sees the monster hiding behind the mask. They use incredibly sophisticated tactics to keep you entirely off balance. They twist your reality so much that you start apologizing for things they actually did to you. This is the ultimate form of spiritual gaslighting designed to break your strong mind. They need you to feel crazy so they can maintain total control over your brilliant energy. You must completely change the way you look at this painful situation right now. This heavy burden is not a sign of bad luck. You are not cursed by the universe. The pain you are enduring is actually a rigorous divine test designed to activate your supreme spiritual power. Heaven allowed this darkness near you for a very specific reason. You were born with a massive amount of raw spiritual energy. But raw energy without strict boundaries is highly dangerous for a chosen one. The universe had to teach you how to guard your sacred temple against thieves. This toxic person was simply the harsh lesson you needed to finally learn how to say no. They forced you to build a fortress. They desperately wanted you to shrink down to fit inside their tiny, miserable world. They applied massive emotional pressure to crush your bright spirit into dust. But they do not understand the spiritual physics of a true cycle breaker. The intense pressure they applied did not crush you at all. It actually turned you into an unbreakable diamond. Their biggest mistake is their profound spiritual arrogance. They honestly believe they are much smarter than the divine forces watching over you. They think they can manipulate a child of God without facing any severe cosmic repercussions. But their spiritual blindness is exactly what is leading them straight into a devastating divine trap. They are digging their own grave. Everything they hate about you is exactly what they wish they could be. They project their massive insecurities directly onto your pure soul. When they call you selfish, they are actually confessing their own intense greed. When they tell you that you are entirely unlovable, they are just repeating the dark whispers they hear in their own head. Do not accept their poison. You must realize that every single tear you cried in secret was never wasted. While they were busy trying to destroy your reputation, your tears were actually watering the seeds of your ultimate destiny. You are waking up to your true identity as a high-frequency soul. The victim mentality is completely falling away from your mind today. This profound awakening is exactly what they have been trying to prevent from the very beginning. They know that once you step into your supreme power, their toxic influence over you vanishes instantly. You become completely immune to their dark manipulation. They are absolutely panicking right now because they can feel your energy shifting out of their control. But there is a much deeper reason they are clinging to you so desperately right now. There is a massive financial and emotional blessing that is currently trying to make its way into your life. The universe has already dispatched this incredible gift from the unseen realm, but this dark entity is acting like a huge energetic roadblock standing in your way. This is not just a small stroke of good luck coming towards you. We are talking about generational wealth and profound peace of mind. This is the ultimate reward you earned for breaking the toxic cycles of your bloodline. But the enemy can smell this massive incoming abundance, and they want to intercept your divine package before you can claim it. They are illegally guarding the gate to your new timeline. They use constant arguments and heavy drama to keep your frequency too low to receive this divine gift. If you are distracted by their toxic games, you cannot open the spiritual door to your new life. You must rise above their low vibration to finally bypass this demonic block. I will tell you exactly how to shatter their energetic block and release this massive blessing very soon, but you must firmly establish your protective boundaries right now. You are no longer a stepping stone for toxic people. You are a protected, chosen one, stepping directly into a brand new era of untouchable power and massive abundance. If your pure soul instantly recognizes the toxic frequency I just described, do not ignore this divine sign. This is a direct message from your spiritual guides, confirming that you are absolutely not alone. Save this video right now as a permanent reminder of your true power. Let this act be the first step in claiming back your stolen energy. They looked at your kindness and mistook it for immense weakness. They thought your silence meant you were completely defeated. But they do not understand the profound difference between surrendering and simply observing the situation. You were not giving up when you stopped fighting back, because you were simply stepping aside so the universe could take over. Their arrogance is their absolute biggest downfall. They actually believe they hold ultimate power over your emotions and your future. They think they can dictate exactly how far you will go in this life. But they are completely blind to the massive spiritual army standing right behind you while they plot your total ruin. They cannot see the divine fire burning in your soul. Every single lie they told about you was an attempt to bury your name. They whispered false stories to anyone who would listen. They tried to turn your support system against you. And for a short moment it looked like they actually succeeded in ruining your beautiful reputation because they manipulated everyone around you. But they forgot one fundamental rule of the spiritual realm. You cannot bury a child of the light without expecting them to grow. They thought they were throwing you into a deep, dark grave. They shoveled heavy dirt over your dreams and walked away laughing. But they did not realize they were actually planting a sacred seed in fertile soil while heaven prepared the rain. Your isolation was just the perfect environment for massive growth. They are entirely blinded by their own toxic ego. They only see the physical realm where manipulation and deceit seem to win every time. They cannot perceive the intricate spiritual web that God weaves behind the scenes. While they were busy celebrating your temporary downfall, heaven was actively redesigning your entire future timeline for massive and untouchable success. Think about the sheer audacity of this dark entity. They tried to override a divine decree with their petty human jealousy. They actually tried to cancel a sacred mission that was assigned to you before you were even born. This is why their current spiritual punishment is going to be so incredibly severe when the universe finally strikes back. You do not mess with a divine mandate. Their spiritual blindness makes them incredibly clumsy. Because they cannot feel the high-frequency shifts happening around them, they keep making massive mistakes. They keep leaving obvious traces of their dark intentions everywhere they go. Your intuition easily picks up on these subtle clues because your third eye is completely wide open and actively watching. You see right through their fragile fake mask now. The things that used to trigger massive anxiety in you just look completely pathetic today. You are no longer reacting to their desperate attempts to pull your energy down. This absolute silence from you is driving them completely insane because they cannot survive without your emotional reactions feeding their massive ego. They built a massive spiritual prison and tried to lock you inside it. They constructed heavy walls out of pure guilt and deep shame. They wanted you to spend the rest of your life paying for crimes you never committed. But this dark prison was built on absolute lies, and truth is the highest frequency in the entire universe. When you finally realized your true worth, their prison walls instantly shattered. You did not even have to lift a finger to break free. Your simple energetic shift was enough to cause a massive earthquake in their fake reality. They are now standing in the ruins of the exact trap they built for you, while the universe prepares its final judgment. They are completely exposed. They are desperately trying to find another pure light source to drain, but heaven has placed a massive spiritual warning sign right over their head. Other high-frequency souls can smell their toxic decay from a mile away. They are completely isolated in the spiritual realm now, and their karma is isolating them exactly how they tried to isolate you. But that is not even the craziest part of this situation. The massive trap they carefully set for you actually contains a fatal spiritual flaw. They tied their own dark fate directly to your ultimate rise. Every single time God elevates you to a higher level, they are forced to watch from the bottom of the pit because they chain themselves to your shadow. They cannot look away. Right now, as you are listening to these exact words, a divine decree has been issued in the unseen realm. The spiritual courts have reviewed every single piece of evidence against this toxic person. The final verdict has been reached. And the punishment that is about to drop on their head will completely shock everyone who thought they were untouchable. The energetic shift you feel in the air right now is absolutely real. The spiritual scales are actively rebalancing themselves as we speak. You have been waiting for this exact moment for so long, and heaven is finally pulling back the heavy curtain to reveal the absolute truth. The universe has officially stepped onto the battlefield to fight for you. For months you sat in complete silence while they loudly celebrated your pain. They paraded around like they had won the ultimate victory. You watched them succeed while you were struggling just to breathe. You honestly wondered if God had completely forgotten about you. But the divine silence you heard was not abandonment, because God was actually orchestrating a massive spiritual correction just for you. When heaven goes quiet, it means a massive storm is being carefully orchestrated behind the scenes. God was not ignoring your silent tears at all. He was busy removing every single obstacle from your path so the incoming blessing would be completely flawless. And part of that intense preparation meant letting your enemies expose their true demonic colors completely. Remember the highly classified rule of spiritual physics I mentioned earlier? Here is the absolute truth that they completely failed to understand. When you attack a genuine chosen one, you are not just attacking a normal human being, you are launching a direct assault against the divine source itself. And the universe always defends its sacred property with extreme prejudice. This is the fatal spiritual blind spot that is destroying their reality right now. The basic law of karma states that energy must always return to its original sender. But when you target a high-frequency soul, that dark energy does not just bounce back. The universe actually multiplies it tenfold before it slams directly into the sender. It completely destroys their entire foundation. They created their own absolute doom. They thought they were just playing a fun game of manipulation with you. They threw heavy stones at you and hid their hands in the dark. But the universe caught every single stone they threw. And now, heaven is dropping a massive mountain of karma directly onto their unprotected head, leaving them with absolutely nowhere to hide from this divine judgment. You must understand how complete this spiritual stripping actually is. The universe has officially revoked their energetic shield. The unearned privileges they used to flaunt are drying up right in front of their eyes. The fake friends they used to manipulate you are suddenly turning against them, and their entire toxic support system is crumbling into pure dust. They used to walk into a room and command everyone's attention with their fake charm, but their frequency has dropped so low that people are naturally repelled by their dark presence now. They are experiencing the exact same isolation they tried to force onto you. But unlike you, they do not have a pure heart or a divine team to help them survive the dark. The tables are turning so violently that it will completely shock everyone watching. The people who blindly believe their toxic lies are waking up to the ugly truth. The universe is forcing the enemy to confess their hidden crimes without even opening their mouth. Their own chaotic actions are exposing them to the bright light of day, and their carefully constructed mask is permanently destroyed. They are absolutely terrified right now because they can feel the massive shift. They wake up in the middle of the night with a heavy chest and zero explanation. They feel an intense impending doom constantly hanging over their head. They know they crossed a sacred line they should never have touched, and they know that divine retribution is already knocking loudly at their door. You do not have to lift a single finger to get your revenge. In fact, your absolute stillness is the most powerful weapon you possess right now. When you stay completely calm, you allow the universe to execute its flawless justice without any human interference. Your peace is literally the divine fire that burns their demonic kingdom to the ground. Let it burn. They thought they could block your massive financial and emotional blessing permanently. They stood at the gate and refused to let your abundance pass through. But God does not need their permission to bless you. The universe just violently removed them from the gate and threw them into the spiritual wilderness, leaving your path completely clear and wide open today. You are about to step into a timeline that will make all your past suffering look like a tiny drop in the ocean. The vindication you are receiving is so massive that it will completely rewrite your family history. But you must prepare your heart to witness the final collapse of your enemy. The destruction of their fake reality is going to be incredibly loud. Heaven has already declared you the ultimate winner of this unseen war. Your name has been completely cleared in the highest spiritual courts. Now the physical realm is forced to catch up and display your beautiful victory to the entire world. Get ready to watch the universe handle your enemies with absolute precision, because the final devastating blow is falling right now. Watch exactly how their entire fake reality collapses right in front of your eyes. The very trap they carefully dug for you is exactly where they are falling today. They thought they were burying your beautiful future in the dark, but they were actually digging a massive pit for their own inevitable destruction while heaven watched their foolish arrogance. They are trapped. Their deepest and darkest secrets are finally coming to the pure light. You do not even have to expose them because the universe is doing it for you. People who used to worship their fake persona are suddenly seeing the ugly demonic truth. The mask they wore to deceive your entire circle has permanently melted away, leaving them completely naked and exposed to public judgment. They are now experiencing the exact same exhausting drain they forced onto you, but they do not have a pure light source to refill their empty cup. They are completely spiritually bankrupt and starving for golden energy. They try to reach out to their old victims for a quick, energetic fix, but every single door has been permanently shut by divine command. They are starving. They are desperately trying to find a way out of this heavy karmic debt. They are running from person to person, trying to rewrite the narrative. But God has confused their language and completely scrambled their dark thoughts. Every time they try to lie their way out of trouble, they just dig themselves deeper into the massive pit. Their own toxic words are choking them right now. Everything they tried to steal from you is being forcefully returned by the universe. They tried to ruin your finances, and now their own abundance is completely blocked. They tried to destroy your peace of mind, and now they cannot sleep at all. This is the absolute peak of divine justice rolling through their life like a massive, unstoppable hurricane. It is truly breathtaking. But the absolute worst part of their divine punishment is what they are forced to watch. Heaven is elevating you right in front of their miserable faces. They are chained to the bottom of the mountain while God carries you directly to the top. They have to watch you receive the exact blessings they tried so desperately to steal from your sacred hands. They are screaming inside. Your profound vindication is absolutely complete and undeniable today. Every person who doubted your sanity is now realizing how incredibly right your intuition was all along. You were never crazy for sensing the dark demonic entity hiding in your home or friend group. Your spiritual radar was completely flawless, and heaven is validating your pure truth loudly today. Do not feel a single drop of pity for their current massive downfall. If you try to save them now, you will literally interfere with a divine lesson they desperately need to learn. You must step back and let the heavy wheels of karma completely crush their toxic ego. They made their dark choices, and now they must eat the bitter fruit they planted in your garden. The universe is building a massive energetic wall between you and this toxic entity. They can never touch your pure aura again because your frequency is simply too high. You are completely invisible to their low-level demonic radar now. They will spend the rest of their miserable life wondering how you managed to escape their perfectly designed spiritual prison. The heavy spiritual warfare you fought in the dark is officially over. Take a very deep breath and release the massive weight you have been carrying for months. The enemy has been permanently disarmed and removed from your divine path. You survived the absolute worst of their demonic attacks, and your beautiful soul remained completely intact through the raging fire. You are now completely untouchable and vibrating at the highest frequency possible. They can never pull you back down into their miserable swamp of despair. But while they are busy drowning in their own heavy karma, you have a massive reward to claim. The spiritual portal of abundance is wide open, and the universe is waiting for you to step through it right now. The intense war is over, but how do you actually receive your massive prize? How do you leave this heavy battlefield and finally walk into your era of complete peace? The toxic debris has been cleared from your path, but you must align your mind to accept this massive victory. Listen very closely because your final spiritual instruction is absolutely crucial. The heavy smoke of the unseen battlefield is finally clearing away today. You can finally take a deep breath without feeling that familiar heavy weight crushing your chest. You survived the absolute worst of their spiritual attacks and you are still standing. And even though they tried to drag you through the mud, your beautiful soul remained completely pure through the raging fire. The universe is incredibly proud of your massive strength. You must consciously release the heavy survival mode you have been stuck in for so long. You do not have to constantly look over your shoulder anymore. God has permanently stationed a divine guard around your sacred energy field to ensure that no toxic entity can ever touch you again. You are completely safe now. The toxic chapter of your life is officially closed, and the ink is completely dry on the final page. Look back at everything you just endured with a heart full of deep gratitude. Yes, the intense pain was absolutely real. But that intense pain was the exact fire that forged your unbreakable spirit, while heaven watched your massive transformation unfold. You are no longer the naive person who let energy vampires drain your cup. You are a fully awakened, chosen one, standing in your supreme power. Your spiritual hands are finally empty of their heavy, toxic baggage. That means your hands are completely free to receive the massive blessings heaven just released. The financial and emotional abundance that was previously blocked by their dark energy is rushing toward you right now. But you must actively align your frequency to match this incoming miracle. You must prepare your sacred temple. Do not let a single drop of guilt remain in your pure heart. You did exactly what you had to do to survive their demonic manipulation. Protecting your peace is never a selfish act. It is a divine mandate from the universe to keep your light burning bright in this dark world. Forgive yourself for not seeing their masks sooner because you viewed them through pure love. You are literally stepping out of the dark shadow and walking directly into the warm sun. The universe is handing you the golden keys to a brand new timeline of profound peace. You are about to inherit the massive wealth and deep joy that your ancestors could only dream about because you did the heavy lifting for your entire bloodline. You completely broke the cycle. You won the silent war. The universe needs to know that you are absolutely ready to receive this ultimate reward. You must physically claim this divine victory to seal your new high frequency. When you finally acknowledge this massive energetic shift, you lock the spiritual door behind you permanently so the enemy can never return. They will never find their way back into your sacred space. Your peace is eternal now. Feel the calm energy washing over your tired body right now. The intense spiritual war is completely behind you. The beautiful harvest season is standing right in front of you, waiting for your arrival. You have been chosen for a life of unimaginable abundance and ultimate freedom, but you must take one final intentional action right now to permanently anchor this incredible high frequency into your physical reality today. The door to your painful past is officially closed forever. You have successfully crossed the massive spiritual threshold, and your beautiful soul is finally completely free. For so long you were forced to play the role of the quiet victim. You were just a convenient stepping stone for everyone else. But heaven has officially upgraded your divine status today. You are now stepping into your glorious era as the untouchable chosen one. You are completely ready to inherit the massive abundance meant for your entire bloodline. Your pure energy field is finally clear of their dark, toxic debris. But you must actively protect this new high frequency from any future spiritual attacks because the enemy never sleeps. You cannot leave your sacred doors unlocked anymore. The universe requires you to take a physical action to permanently seal this profound blessing today. This is your ultimate moment of supreme spiritual empowerment. Do not let this incredible frequency pass you by without claiming it. I want you to press the subscribe button right now. This simple action is a powerful spiritual declaration to the unseen realm. Subscribing to this channel keeps your divine armor completely activated, and it locks out the toxic enemy forever. You are officially joining a powerful global circle of high-frequency souls. By staying in this protected energy field, you ensure that no demonic entity can ever attach to your bright aura again. We are building a massive fortress of pure light together. Your enemies are completely locked out of this sacred space. They simply cannot survive the brilliant light we carry. Now I need you to go down into the comments section right now. Type the word AMEN, or I claim it, to physically align your beautiful soul with this massive victory. Writing this down is a divine ritual that deeply anchors your new timeline into reality. It tells your spirit guides that you are absolutely ready to receive your ultimate reward. The universe is watching your exact response today. Share this message with another genuine empath who desperately needs a strong spiritual shield today. Someone out there is secretly fighting the exact same dark battle you just finally won. Your simple share could literally save them from a massive spiritual attack tonight. Be the divine light for someone else who is still trapped in the dark. You are God's strongest soldier on this earth. Your spirit guides specifically led you to this exact message today. This was never a random coincidence or a lucky algorithm. You were divinely guided here to receive your spiritual upgrade and lock your karmic protection into its rightful place. Your beautiful season of endless spiritual warfare is finally over. Your incredible season of peaceful harvesting officially begins right now. Walk forward with your head held extremely high. The universe has your back, and your spiritual team is loudly celebrating your massive win in the unseen realm. Keep your divine frequency fully protected from this day forward. Stay completely aligned with the pure light of God. The heavy darkness has completely lost its evil grip on your beautiful soul. I will continue to share these urgent messages to keep your spirit protected. Stay connected to this high-frequency space. I will see you on the other side of this beautiful threshold. You are truly untouchable now. Remember exactly who you are.